Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Better Than Starting Man Season 3. Today, the first thing I'm going to tackle is a thought experiment regarding money. See, we only have $17,000 in our bank account, and some of these parts get really expensive really fast. Yeah. Now, the only reliable way we have to make money right now is weather surveys. They're trivial, they're cheap, we have 6 hours to accomplish them, but they reward us $5,000. Costs us a little bit more than $5,000 if we fail. So, what we need is a weather system. And I've been doing some thought experiment on this, and I'll show you what I thought. So what I was doing is started with this, and we're already, as you see, up to $2,200, and this ship in its entirety will probably get destroyed on impact, or at least we'll lose the vast majority of it. So financially speaking, it's actually a very poor design. Now this, on the other hand, costs, just got to get a version that's just functional, it costs a lot more. You see we're already over 5,000. But if I fly this carefully, I should be able to only get through it with only the cost of the fuel. The fuel should be my only cost center on this design. 2 stages, because we need to. Parachutes. Come on, parachutes. There we go. Flip the stages around. So this should be called Weather Survey Mark 1. Okay, and we need our 4 batteries. Because we need this thing to be, we need 8 batteries on here because we want to make sure this thing has enough power, whoops, to get back to the ground. We don't want to be running low on power or anything like that. We'll put a, hold on, how do these things match up again? Battery weighs 0.05, and all right, that's what we'll do. We'll do a barometer, 1 barometer right there, right above the batteries, and 1 spare battery on the opposite side. We're trying to keep this as clean and as balanced as possible because it's already not a perfect setup. And then on this side we will have 2 thermometers, and hopefully that will not have impacted our center of mass too much. So that should do the trick, but we can do one more, but we could do one more bonus out of this. See, we also have a contract that I noticed. The only problem is, how many contracts can I carry? I can only carry 3 at once, and I think I'm actually outside of that right now. Active. I've got 2 active right now. Orbit and test a modular girder. So we could test the Mark 16 parachute in flight, and we need to do that in between the 8,000 to 11,000. So we could do that on our way up. This ship has to reach 30,000 meters. And that would give us another $8,000 out of this. So that's a nice bonus, 2-for-1 deal. So let's see if we can get both of our test and our weather survey at the same time. Yes, we can. All right. Let's get in there and design somebody's working with their leaf blower out there. We're going to call this the chute tester. Okay. Oh, and I've got to set my, where's our test part? Come on. Test part? Wait, is that the chute I've already got? Hold on. Really? I have a job to test the parachute that I already have access to? It's interesting. Test Mark 16 parachute in flight. Okay. Well, I guess I don't need that spare version of the ship. I just need to set my action keys. Oops. 2. Well, all right then. Works for me. Action groups. So we don't even need this to be that we can probably get rid of this one actually. Delete the shoot tester. Load the weather survey Mark 1 because we just got one added bonus of testing the parachutes on the way up. So log temperature on 1. Where's our barometer? Log pressure on 2. Oh, whoops. We need 2 thermometers. There we go. Log temperature, log pressure. Weather survey Mark 1. This should do it. I have confidence that this can reach 30,000 meters and successfully test the parachute on the way up and get to the ground with minimal damage. So let's just get to the launch pad. I forgot to check how much this thing costs. Well, we'll check it when we get back. So reusability is the name of the game. That's my opinion. So we either need to test it on the way up or the way down. Launching in 3, 2, 1 for our weather survey. Okay, well, we might as well. Let's just hope that we actually have the option to test the full thing. All right, slow down a whole bunch. No sense in wasting our energy. This is a specific and careful build. We don't need to waste any more energy than absolutely necessary, because if things go really well, we can use these engines to land. And we use it to cut off the last few bits and bobs of energy. There's no RCS on this thing, so that's not going to work. Okay. Just keep it steady. Keep her steady. So it's somewhere between 11,000 and... Now I have no idea what's going to happen when I tell this thing to be tested. But I guess we'll find out. We're just coming up on the window of the testing window here. Alright, where is... I guess... Does that mean I have to deploy the chute to test it? Maybe it does. Alright, we'll do that on the way down then. Our apoapsis is almost there now. We'll get it up to 32 and keep it there. We'll just keep an eye on our engines and make sure we stay going up. There's no sense in going any higher than absolutely necessary for this. We're almost there. 32.6 should be high enough. Alright, so I guess we have to deploy this parachute at 11,000 meters, which is a lot higher than we normally deploy it. Alright, temperature, transmit. Oops. Alright, and barometer. Keep data. Temperature. Alright, well, apparently we forgot to put a communicatron on this ship, which was a minor oversight. So this thing really needs to get back to the ground intact, apparently. Okay, let me just check the conditions of our test Mark 16 parachute. Perform the test sequence when... Okay. Hold on. Stay opened. So altitude 11,900 to speed 70 to 200. Oh. So we're going to be going too fast for that test, aren't we? Yeah. So we're not going to be able to we'd have to slow down a lot before testing that thing. Well, we might be able to do that actually. We're coming down okay. Well, I don't know, terminal velocity being what it is, actually might be doable. So there's our conditions for our test. We must be coming up on our terminal velocity now. So far so good. Let's see, we are slowing down now, which is good. We're coming down into our test window. Come on, keep it stable and vertical. Come on, don't lose it, don't lose it. We need to get ourselves down below 270 meters per second. All right, we just missed the altitude, darn it. All right, we'll have to do that as a separate flight. Darn it. I had high hopes for that too. This is what I get for not paying attention to all the conditions of the flight. But we are coming down nice and close to the Space Center too. Ooh, I should deploy those. And cut off a bit more of our speed before the parachutes deploy, because... There we go. And save the last little dose of fuel for our landing. Okay, so that speed clause is what got me. I was going too fast while launching. All right, and so we need to be going really slow when we hit the ground, because 14 will blow off these engines, and these engines are relatively expensive. So we will cut ourselves down to keep ourselves down around 6 meters per second. Yeah, there we go. We have more than enough fuel left to finish the job, and this is going to be our reusable weather system. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? And hopefully I have the weather data that I needed for my weather contract. It'll be interesting to see if I can actually get that without transmitting it. So data, gathered pressure scan, temperature scan, surviving flight, parts. So we recovered 6,905 of the total value of the ship. So 6,000, call it 6,900. Hit done. So we get, yeah, a little bit of value from the the fuel. We got our weather contract. Good. And so the really important question is, okay, how much did that ship cost us? Okay. Interesting. Well, let's see what we got here. Complete. So got us 5,000. So the question is, how much did that ship cost us to build? Weather survey costs 8,000, and we recovered 6,900 of it, which means we had a total cost of 1,100, which means our profit was 3,900 per flight. Cool. So that's not a bad return on investment for a little ship like that. Now let's see. Maybe we'll do another weather survey, because we might as well offset the cost of doing this flight again. And this time we will try and go slow enough in the test window here. Yeah, to perform the activate the part through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. So I will actually have to use my fuel to slow down sufficiently on the way down, or I would have to do this flight test separately from a weather survey. Let's try and get both in one flight. I think we can do it. You think we can do it? I think we can do it. I know no progress on science today, but money is a consideration here. And hey, we can get another weather survey. It just means we actually have to slow the ship down on the way down. Okay, launching in 3, 2, 1, liftoff. All right. All right, slow it way, way, way down. There we go. Perfect. That will work perfectly. So I actually have to use it at 11,000 meters. This could go very poorly. Although 11,000 is not unreasonable. Let's see. Yeah, the full deployment is at 500. Oh, gotta keep her vertical. Almost half tempting to test it on the way up and see what happens, but I have a sneaking hunch that would be kind of disastrous, because I think the chutes would just burn off the thing, and it doesn't have the ability to transmit the data home. So, but yeah, this time all conditions are actually met for the test on the way up. Okay, so yeah, we'll just have to slow the ship down starting at about probably about 1,500 meters. We'll start a slowdown process. We don't want to go any faster than necessary here. Nope, nope, nope. Keep her steady. Keep her steady. We've got to keep it on that vertical marker there on the way down, or we aren't going to manage this. We're up to 33. All right. Just keep it on the vertical dot. We're coming up on weather survey height again. And 3, 2, 1. Keep that. Keep that. There we go. All right. Now we are ready to start our deceleration on the way down, because we're going to be going awfully fast right now. So hopefully this thing will just fall nice and straight back down again. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I don't want to fall straight down. Come on. Let me slow down. Oh, we're tipping, we're tipping, we're tipping. I might just have to design something to test this parachute by itself. Probably a very simple... Well, no, because I have to... Okay, 30... We're coming down really fast now. All I can do is hope that the thing doesn't tip down over so far that I can't decelerate the thing before hitting the... before the test. Oh, we're going back to vertical. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We are going really fast, though. All right, we're coming down to 20. We are just about perfectly vertical right now, getting ready to fire the engines. At 15,000, we got to start taking our speed down. Yeah, here we go. Taking it down, 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 down. Okay, more, more, more. Okay, a lot more. 270. There we are. Kill the engines, deploy the parachutes. Yes! All right. Done. That worked out okay. Okay. We did it. 2-for-1 deal. We got our weather survey, which is stored in our system, and we have a tested Mark 16 parachute. Hello there. Sorry about the abrupt cut. The landing went perfectly, but it did not get recorded thanks to a crashing of my video recording software. I hit the wrong button, and that was that. But we got home with our weather survey, which we should get rid of, and 8,444 hour test Mark 16 parachute. So I think it's time to plan our next episode, get the ship together, and then at the beginning of the next episode, we'll fly it. And what we are going to do is set a manned altitude record that we should have done in the last episode, but I forgot to grab. So we are going to have our science basically one tick ahead of, or our Kerbals in flight one tick ahead of where our system says they are. Oh, yeah, no, wait, oh, hold on, we don't have this, oh, no. No, 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 no. I completely forgot. Yeah, we don't have the science for the next tier cockpit yet. I don't know that I feel like flying just to get a manned altitude record right now. Maybe I should fly to get suborbital flight instead. I think that might be more useful to me right now. Get a Gravioli suborbital flight together. Pick up the test for the modular girder this time. Note, yeah, use the run test option in the parts context menu when all the conditions are met. So we won't be doing this one on this mission. So the modular, test the modular girder. I don't think there's any other. I think we're gonna just do one. Could we do both parts tests at the same time? Would that be? All right, yeah, planned stock available for one launch only. So this would be a. Would I be getting greedy if I did two? Let's do it. Because I know I can do a suborbital flight, but whatever I send up there is not going to survive reentry. Everything I send up there is going to burn in the atmosphere, so that will actually offset the cost of this ship quite nicely. Because just spending the money on science may be a problem. All right, let's design this ship. And yeah, I will be right back. Actually, no. You know what? We'll put it together quick on camera here. Or at least the first draft. I'll have to think on it, but all right. So central core is going to be a single one of these. Now I've done a launch system where it used 6 of these, 3 and 3. Let's see. It would be nice to have all of these lined up the same, which the easiest way to do that is just to put 6 of them on. Or 8. Is that 8? That is 8. 8 shouldn't be necessary though. We should only need 6. Although we are dealing with, now we should be good with 6. But we are going to have some extra mass on here because we're going to have this and this. So maybe we should put the extra 2 engines on and give ourselves that extra punch. That's probably wise. Because this is a one-shot deal. If we screw this up, we will lose a lot of money. Get 8 batteries. Get a... Definitely going to need an antenna on this one. But all we will need is 1 antenna on that side and 1 Gravioli scanner on the other. Because everything else is unnecessary. Okay. Let's just bump these down nice and low so that, and then all we have to do is, so this will be called Suborbit Mark 1. Suborbit Tester Mark 1. Okay. Whoops. Get back on there. All right. So we need all the boosters in a separate stage and half the boosters in, well, let's see, let's start with that one. No. All right. Start with this one. So that one is going to set the stage. So we need 4 in each stage. So you, and they're going to be orthogonal to one another. So let's see, that one. Yeah, so they're directly across from each other. Now we need the 2 paired up with it on the other side. Now actually, I wonder, I have a vague idea. There's 3, and now all we need is this one right here. Yeah. I'm half wondering if I could get away with doing these second and third stages as pairs. There it is. All right, well, there's 4, because I could do 4 in stage 1, 2 in stage 2, and 2 in stage 3, and then this engine in stage 0. No, it might not have enough guts for that. Okay, action groups, we're going to want these. All we're doing is gravioli, so we're going to log gravity data. God, I always put it on that. I wonder why it defaults to the staging. Log gravity data. And then, actually, I wonder if there is an option to... Nope, toggle RCS. No, we don't have any... We can't set it to be a test item. That's okay. Okay. So, that's it for today. In the next episode, we are going to fly this thing and find out if we're going to kill our program in one fell swoop. So, see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.